Gangstalking Carlites, Gangstalking Carlites. Okay. Um, Kaisha, um, Nicole Florence, Red Ras, Carla. I want you guys all pay attention to this real quick. And Jill Thorpe. Okay. All pay attention. Because everybody's like, no, government won't use assets on you for Carlites. Okay. Remember this now, okay? Um, I got the ticket in the last week of November. I went to court for it in January. Okay. Between that time frame, I was in the hospital, Carthage Hospital, because I thought I was having a heart attack. I didn't know nothing about it. I just thought I was having a heart attack. Okay. So I want to establish a timeline and the hate they had for me for my cars and stuff. Because I know, because even my neighbor Bushy was telling me, like, he doesn't like my cars and stuff. But then he trying to change it around. Well, I kind of understand you're from New York City, and that's a New York City style and so on. Okay, you know, I forget it too, man. To the ending of my time up there, because even though I realized he didn't like me and stuff, I would still go and help him out and do stuff for him and so on, right? And out of nowhere, he told me how he hate New York City and New York City is a scummy place and so on. You know what I mean? But he know that's my home. He knows like I identify with New York City. You know what I mean? Okay. Anyways, all right. I want to show you like how everybody say like, nah, it can't be car lights and stuff, man. Okay. Well, this is what's happening, right? Um, so I got the ticket and they were still stopping me and so on, right? So what happened? I went to the sheriffs and stuff and put a complaint in and so on. Okay. Um, well, the complaint was probably like in February. Okay. March, somewhere between March and April, the VA showed up at my door unannounced and shit. Okay, all right. His name was James Tucker. Okay, all right. I didn't think nothing of it and so on. You know, sorry, I did. Cause I'm a person like my mind. Like I think like a conspiracy theorist and shit. You know what I'm saying, I'll keep it simple like that. So I call up my boy Marvin Kachi and stuff, man. Like to him was like, nigga, what you talking about, man? You know what I'm saying? Like cops do that shit all the time, blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? You know, that's not new. Okay, all right. So I tell him like, yo, I think they're using the VA to, but at the time I told you I was trying to identify my money now. Like, how does nigga got so much money and shit? You know what I mean? I didn't know VA was doing the investigation too. You know what I'm saying? Because they're looking for something substantial they could stand on. You know what I mean? Because they can't do nothing with car lights. You dig? You know what I'm saying? Um. So, anyways, I realized they kind of picking up speed and stuff because I keep driving my car in Watertown. You know what I'm saying? Boy, one time I'm driving now and I saw this guy in a small sedan and I mean looking up at me and stuff. Right? The car down, he's looking up at me and shit. I don't know if he's trying to identify me, but he's driving aggressive, like trying to create road rage and stuff. I ain't bought him no mind. I went by the square. I went to the jewelry store. I went to fix my jewelry and stuff. Jump back in. I pick up truck now with a American flag on the back of it and so on. And I mean, I'm ignoring it and stuff, man. Trying to drive hard and aggressive and shit. But I know the guy in the pickup truck. He's a bouncer at at the bars and stuff. Like especially Nautical Turtle. You know what I mean? He used to be a bouncer there, and like he was kind of nice to me and stuff. And I mean, like I knew he had a criminal history and stuff, but I didn't think much about it. You know what I mean? Okay, so remember now, everything is car lights. Okay, do what they're looking for, man. They was trying to irritate me so I could not drive my car in Watertown. And that's dumb. That's real dumb. Okay. So what I decided to do now, right? Because when you get out of the army and you get incorporated into the VA, and you get your comp and pen and stuff, they give you a list of all your diagnosis and stuff. You know what I mean? And I knew because recently I had to do a social security claim and stuff, so I had all that stuff there. You know what I mean? So I went and I grabbed it and so on. You know what I mean? I grabbed the one from 2006 and stuff, and I was like, hey, this is my mental illness and stuff, man. This is what I came back home from deployment with and so on. And these guys are provoking me and stuff and making me paranoid and stuff. You know what I mean? The state trooper kind of giggle about it and stuff. You know what I mean? And he said, it doesn't matter if you're going to write DOJ, we still got to do an investigation. You know what I mean? So at that point, I was like, you know what? I didn't want to trust the state trooper. But at that time, I backed off and I was like, okay, let the state trooper do his stuff. You know what I mean? Well, in my letter to DOJ, I put down that I don't do drugs. As a matter of fact, smelling marijuana makes me paranoid. The very next night, man, they come and spray in skunk. Sorry, I said like the smell of skunk makes me paranoid. I mean, the smell of um, marijuana makes me paranoid. So what they was doing, they was spraying the skunk, the strongest form of marijuana to irritate me and stuff. That's hate. You know what I mean? That's some real hate. Ain't not no experiment going on. Ain't nothing to make the community safe going on. I was never a threat to my community. Okay. Well, anyways, man. So the night they sprayed the skunk, the next day now, um, I'm at my yard and stuff, man. I saw the pickup trucks coming down the road and stuff, man. What would an intelligent person do? Because you can't get no help from the cops. I grabbed my hammer and I was like, yo, do we come? Cause this is my street now. I could defend my house. This is my house, my property. And I stand in my property and I was yelling at them. My wife called me and like, I'm looking all crazy and stuff. You know what I mean? So I came in the house and so on. You know what I mean? Well, somebody will tell the VA that I'm a danger to myself or members in my community. So I went to talk to the VA the next day, right? The whole day passed, right? You know what I mean? A whole night passed and stuff. So the next day now I go into the VA. The VA tell me I can't leave and stuff. You know what I mean? So so I'm talking to the VA person in the Watertown Vet Center. That's why I say I'm not fucking with the VA no more. And told me that I can't leave. You know what I mean? I'm gonna be hospitalized and so on. Like everything from the jump they doing was straight illegal, man. Like it doesn't like I could understand like if in the mood the mood I'm in that I become unstable and so on. I was stable that day. You know what I'm saying? Like even when I had the hammer in my hand, I was still stable. It's cool and dandy. Well, anyways, so now the VA put me up in the hospital and stuff, man. You know what I mean? So, oh, sorry. I tell my wife, yo, don't say nothing about no trucks and stuff because I don't want to think I'm paranoid and shit. You know what I mean? My wife gonna say like, yeah, he was complaining about trucks with flags on a flag day or flag weekend or Memorial Day. I was like, what's wrong with you? The day that we went into Watertown, and the guy came with a truck with a SUV with a flag and stuff. That was not a Memorial weekend. That was a random weekend. You know what I mean? Like you're not even thinking, but she's just exhausted of me complaining about trucks and flags and shit. You know what I mean? And it's still going on, okay? And right now I know it's they have law enforcement involved in it, and it's definitely a CIA tactic. So CIA is involved. You know what I mean? FBI is involved. Homeland Security is involved. Like I'm fighting all these government agencies. How could one man fight that? And then they're gonna say, man, don't put it don't put it out there and stuff. That's not for people to know and stuff. You're making yourself look crazy. What the fuck? I am fucking crazy. I'm scarred for the rest of my life. All right. So I'm up in the hospital and stuff, man. You know what I mean? Um, like I don't want nobody to think I'm paranoid because remember you don't know what's going on, so you gotta think intelligently. You know what I mean? You gotta use that psychological outset. You know what I mean? So that's something I was like, it can be paranoid and stuff, man. I'ma just claim suicide. You know what I mean? So that's why I went in the hospital for and I told them I was like, I'm feeling suicidal and shit. You know what I mean? And if it comes back around, I would just say yes, I was suicidal. They're making me suicide. Okay? Alright, so boom. I'm in the hospital and stuff, man. These dudes, these Irish boys, man, talking about like how they hate Jews and stuff, and you know what I mean, like nigga, you guys are like jailhouse snitches. You know what I'm saying? You guys come there to get information. Well, one guy was telling me that how Oh, they're doing that to you too? They're doing that to me? You know what I mean? He was talking about he was a bank robber and stuff. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? How much you do? I'm like, damn, nigga, like, how come you getting VA money and you still gonna rob a bank? You know what I mean? That's greed. You know what I mean? You know, and whatnot and whatnot. He ended up using the N word and stuff, man. And the two other black brothers, they put him in his place quick and stuff, man. You know what I mean? I just stood quiet because N word doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? Thanks to Northern New York, man. The N word on my back is like a turtle shell. I have a turtle shell and N word is like water. That doesn't bother me. You know what I mean? I trying to identify how racist they are, man. You know what I mean? I'm not even talking about the call me nigga rich or nothing like that. You know what I mean? I throw watermelons in my yard. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? So they so now they're gonna claim, quote unquote, okay, because like they're doing some kind of government fraud and shit. You know what I mean? Remember now, I've been collecting Social Security since 2013. Office of Personal Management been giving me my retirement checks since 2013. 2018, come on, man. 2018, you starting your investigation. Yeah, it doesn't add up. All right, man. So I'm in Philly now. You know what I mean? Cause I really thought my wife was in on it. I was like, why would you over exaggerate me pulling on your panties, trying to have sex, thumping out the room? You know what I mean? Why you put? So I really thought she was really trying to get me out of the house and stuff. And I mean, so all right, water over a bridge. Sorry, water under a bridge. I can't fight that no more and stuff. The order protection is up. I mean, but like the stuff's still going on here in Philly, man. Like I get it. You don't like my white car. That guy in the Harley Davidson who acted like he almost ran into my car and stuff. I get it. He's part of Homeland Security. He's part of the. He's probably a handler. I don't give a fuck. You know what I mean? I don't fear that dude. He's man. You know what I mean? I fear no man. You know what I mean? Right. And once again, people make videos and stuff talking about the fear Fed. Listen to me. I fear not the Feds, Homeland Security, CIA, local police. I fear not them. Okay. So if I do die, I embrace it. Okay. They could probably put me in the category of Aaron Alexis, Gavin Long, that May Horn dude, man. I can never get his name straight, man. Every time I look it up, you know what I mean? Like I'm not one of them. You know what I mean? And if you guys try to put rifle and stuff in my possession, I'm still not gonna use it. Okay? Anyways, man, this stuff is still going on. Right? And they are very, very confusing. They are very confusing. And once again, right, they will start with A, B, C, get all the way down to P, come back up to B, then go all the way down to QRSTUV, then come back up to A. You know what I'm saying? Because they're confusing. They don't know what they're doing. They're using kids on bicycles. That is not no over exaggeration. They're using kids on bicycles. Okay? And remember now, I cannot call the FBI call center. Right? They hang up the phone on me, yo. You know what I'm saying? I have legit like it because why would you take me serious and is you guys doing an investigation on me? I mean, they got some and the funny thing about it, when you're doing an investigation and you have preconceived notions, okay, like ideas before you start even, you're gonna have hate for me. You're not gonna help me out. You know what I mean? I don't care how much chicks you sent to help me and talk about, well, my boyfriend died in a car on a motorcycle accident and so on. Like nobody's to help me. You know what I mean? You think that's comforting to me? Okay, their story is comforting to me. You know what I mean? What's comforting to me is like I could drive my car, go check my brother, and not feel a sense of anxiety on the road. You know what I mean? I don't want motorcycles cutting in front of me. Okay? I don't want like I try to avoid motorcycles. And they know that. And they could see I'm avoiding the motorcycle and creating choke points to put me behind motorcycles. You know what I mean? Because what they're trying to do, they're trying to make sure like, how safe is the community now? Because we fucked up now. You know what I mean? Let's see how safe we can make it. Because I'm telling you, man, any rational-minded person, they know that like they are being provoked and stuff. They will fire back. That's just a human being. Human beings are naturally stubborn creatures. You know what I mean? And they doing that shit to me, man. Anyway, man, to the Department of DOJ, first of all, I want to say fuck you, right? But still, you still have to help me and so on. You still gotta keep the community safe, and you still gotta keep me safe. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna put that shit back out there, and let me see. I think I'm gonna have to write my letter now because I'm like you guys are moving extremely slow.